All right, let's take a look here. The monocrat megatank. It's an older release. It is Megatron as he would have appeared in the Bumblebee movie. There is a photo out of the concept art. I believe it's a official concept art that this company has taken on the task of creating. It does scale with the 3.0 line, and I'll show that in a bit. I'm not going to be transforming him. I am that guy. So I like my Transformers in robot mode. This is an older figure as well. I had no idea about it until just recently. So there's plenty of good reviews out there with the full transformation. The tank is badass, and I will probably insert a photo at some point of the tank itself. That's the sword that he comes with. He does come with a sprue set with some plugs. We'll get into that in a bit. I cut them off. I thought I was going to be the dude that does it, but I decided not to do it just because there's no instructions. So these are just a few of the different type of pegs, or I should say screw hole covers. They do have design and stuff, but they don't show you where they go. So it's pretty weird. And then they have, you'll still see the hole. It'll just be filled in. So it doesn't exactly hide the hole. So it's really no point. This is the default head that comes on it, and I believe this is for when you transform him into the tank. You do still see a little bit of his head on the underside, so when you put this piece on, it kind of just doesn't look like the face anymore. Then you have a non-smile head, more straight face. These head sculpts are really good. So he has this one, and then he has a smile, and we'll look at that. It's on the actual body. And they do have light up feature. What I'll do, okay, there it goes. So the top of the dome pops off. They do come with the batteries on both heads, which is awesome. And a switch. And they have a single light behind the eyes. So, let me get this back on. Okay, and here's the smiling head with the eyes lit up. I just did a little cutaway because I should have had that done before I started. But he looks good like that. You get a ton of motion on the head. And I do love, you can see his neck there. He has a nice wide neck. It goes, you know, it matches the proportions of the head. A lot of the times they'll just have a little ball peg sticking up and it looks like the head is floating, but this one you can actually see the neck and it gives him more bulk. Now he doesn't come with the Decepticon logo. I did purchase that separately and put it on. But here we go with a little pullback on. They did a lot of nice work with the mechanics on here and the scope work. A lot of cool little hints of color. A really thick body. His feet are cold die cast. He does have die cast throughout. You'll feel it as you mess around with it. All the fingers are articulated, every knuckle. And his cannon, which is insane. This also lights up. So that's awesome. And it's great, they come with the batteries installed and ready to go. So it just quick example, like this would be where those screw covers go. And again, yeah, even if you find the right spots for them, you're still gonna see the circle there. It's a little unfortunate, but they don't really detract from the figure at all because there's so much mechanical stuff going on with it. Again, look at all that detail. Yeah, little copper parts there, peeking in and out. I love the back, it's super clean. A little canopy sticking up there. And all throughout, super tight ratchet joints. This guy is, he's fit. So really cool. This particular hip right here is really hard to ratchet. It's like too strong almost. So I had to be a little careful with that. Wasn't gonna break or anything, but they have a lot of cool little spring-loaded parts here too. I guess it's for transformation. That's nice. And again, looking down that barrel, really fucking cool. And let me bring out the Blitzwing, just to get you an idea of scale. So he's definitely a full bit taller. Style-wise, like comparatively, let me get some of this out of the way. I feel like the monocrat, it still has, it doesn't feel like it was made by the same company. I don't know if that's what their goal was, but the 3.0, they really, their paint and finishes and a lot of their little mechanical tricks, I think, outdo this. But it can stand shoulder to shoulder with them. You know, it does make sense visually. They don't look, you know, that far off. So I'm happy with it. I have someone now to go with the Blitzwing. I'm looking at, they got, what's his name? Wave Man, they call him. So I might pick that up. Just to get another movie piece with them. I think the Wave Man looks a little bit more comparable with the 3.0. Only because as nice as monocrat is here, he's a lot of silver. And I feel like it should have had a little bit more design element, or color placement, I should say. I would have liked the more solid black on the cannon and on the calves, just to bring it a little closer to the G1. I mean, they're darker gunmetal, but you're talking about the difference between, you know, dark gunmetal and light gunmetal. It's not huge, but the silhouette on this guy, you definitely know it's Megatron from a mile away. So it definitely is awesome. All right, y'all. Later.